Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this ALOVA open-ear dual listening sports headphone. This is a really new, total interesting thing. It's a new invention, and the big innovation is that you will be able to hear the sound and have your ears open. Total new thing, and it is about safety and a lot of things which should be improved to normal headphones which are in your ears. So they promise to have 60 panoramic sound, also 360 degrees bending, so you can bend the thing without damaging it, and it has 230 milliampere hours of endurance, which comes to about 6 hours of permanent listening to music, which is 1 hour more than Apple's new AirPods, and they call it, industry leading Apple, but this is definitely more. It comes also with Siri support. Definitely the big thing is this open ear dual listening. They say it is about safety, like in traffic. If you're going for running or cycling or whatsoever, will be able to hear also the environment, like cars approaching or whatsoever, and it can even be used in the office, so you will be still able to hear when your boss or other co-workers are approaching and ask you for something. It should be very lightweight, only 27 grams. That's definitely not much, and it is IPX4 sweatproof. So really a lot of new innovative features, and especially this open ear, the dual listening. That's gonna be really interesting, and very excited to look into that. So I will of course open that, look what's inside, then I will wear it for some time, try how comfortable, how stable it is, how good the sound is. I will also test the microphone. There's a built-in microphone. I think you should be able to make phone calls. I will record a sample and add it to this video, so you will be able to hear how good the microphone quality is. Of course, the microphone won't be in front of your mouth, it's somewhere here in the back. It's not like with a normal headset, but it is always a compromise when it comes to like sports headsets. It's never be perfect. The only thing is that you will be able to make a phone call or to take a phone call when you're jogging, cycling, whatsoever. So in total you should get about 360 hours of standby, which is really long, and it comes with Bluetooth 5.0, which is the latest upgrade, and that should make it able to connect it to different smartphones if you like that. So here again the box, about what I've been telling you, not much more about that. Here something in the back, hope you're able to see that. So let's open it and see what we get. So that's the inside of the box, and first thing what you see, that's some kind of invitation to get some kind of gift. I don't know how it works, I haven't tried that. Looks really interesting. And then of course here we have the headset, as you can see, really super flexible. It's definitely very lightweight. So I'll charge that and try to connect and find out how good this sound really is. This is definitely something really interesting. And here I guess these are additional maybe earpiece. No, we don't have earpieces. Yeah, what's that? Maybe cable, charging cable. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we have micro USB. Yeah, it's difficult to see, but I can tell you for sure it is USB-A to micro USB. Okay, good thing. I mean, it's only $25 around. That's not a bad thing to get even an extra cable. And here we have really a lot of instruction. No, looks, it's in different languages, so I'm trying to find the English one and showing to you. So here's the first page. I will show you everything. I hope you will be able to read that. Of course, you will need to go to 1080p on YouTube to see that. It's a little bit difficult. Hope it will be able to focus. So sometimes it's really interesting for some people to get really all the details to answer all their questions, or maybe even if you have already bought this headset and you lost the instructions and can't find the instructions maybe online. I don't know if they are available, so I'm always showing instruction manuals as far as ever possible. Sometimes it's just too much, but that yeah, I think that was reasonable. So that's it. Nothing else in the box to see. I will definitely charge it, and then I will show you how to connect and how they do. The charging doesn't seem to be too complicated. There's this flap which you have to move to the side. The good thing is it is really not extremely attached. It is very flexible. You can turn it to the upside, which I really like. This makes it much easier to plug in something, and it shouldn't be a problem, as we can see here. So I'll attach it to the power bank, and we see a green light, whatever that means. I will have to find out if this is already fully charged or this is charging. Usually with green I would expect that it's showing me fully charged already. I have checked now in the manual, and the manual says green light is charging, and charging finished will be a white light. So yeah, I have to wait maximum 1.5 hours for the full charge, and I highly recommend to do a full charge at the beginning. This is always highly recommended. So I have been charging these headphones now for about 1 hour, and the thing is, I haven't seen a white light, but the green light went off, so that said me actually, or told me actually, that I think that it is fully charged, I think. So yeah, here again, I mean, we have some buttons. We have also a button on the outside to start play, stop play, take calls, hang off, call. Here we have forward, back, and louder and less volume. I mean, volume increase, decrease. And I think in the middle we have this on off. You have to just keep pushing for some time. So because the turn on, turn off and connection to Bluetooth mechanism with this button is a little bit different compared to what it's written in the instructions, I wanted to let you know about that. And I will come a little bit close to the camera and I try to put this speaker in front of the microphone of my camera, so hopefully you will be able to hear what's happening. So I start with pressing for 3 seconds to turn it on here. Okay, that was power on, and as you can see, yeah, it's blinking here, it's powered on. Now we are powering off, that's another 3 seconds. I hope that worked. It was a little bit difficult to see for me. And now I'm going to, it's turned off and I'm going for the full 5 seconds. That means at the beginning, after 3 seconds, you will hear power on, and then 2 seconds later, it will tell you it is connecting to Bluetooth. Hope I can show you that. Okay, yeah. I don't know if you have been able to see everything. It was so difficult to do it at the same time, do put the speaker in front of the microphone and showing you the light here. But again, it's now ready to connect, and I will try to connect here on my phone. So yeah. At the first attempt, it took a little bit long to find this Bluetooth available to connect. I have no clue. I don't know why this, but it was a little bit longer than usual. I would just say nothing too weird, but yeah, just be a little bit patient with this one. I mean, as soon as it's normally connected and paired and connected and everything, it probably won't be a problem in the future, but it's probably just the first time. So we'll try to connect here. Pair is open ear solo, allowed to access your contacts and call history. There, I guess that's, yeah, it said something connected. And yeah, what we see, I get a little bit closer. So you can see that it says connected and battery 100% and active. And now I will test that a little bit for me, listening to the sound, wearing a little bit, jumping up and down, making crazy things. And also I will test the microphone and let you know about my experience later on. So I've tested this headset now for about 1 hour inside out with everything I was able to do, and now I'm going to play you the microphone recording so you can already hear how this really worked.
To access your account, please enter your PIN followed by the pound key.
Test 1 2 3 4 5. Test 1 2 3 4 5.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. To access your account, please enter your PIN followed by the pound key.
Test 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So I hope you have been able to hear that. So it's definitely not the best quality. It's maybe not the worst, but it's at the lower end, I would say. It should be possible to understand you, but if you do a lot of phone calls, especially for business, maybe not so much recommended. You would probably need something which has like a bracket and goes in front of your mouse, or at least a little bit closer to your mouse. I even not noticed. Yeah, it automatically connected. That's weird. Yeah, actually went on disconnect and I must have hit some button and it automatically connected again, so I unpaired, so we should be in peace regarding that. So it was a very mixed experience, but it's not only negative but also not everything positive. The wearing comfort is quite good, even if it's a little bit bulky. I mean, of course, especially if you compare to the new AirPods from Apple, I mean, these are almost invisible. It's almost impossible to feel them. It's a completely different thing. It's not heavy, but I would say it's a little bit bulky, especially if you are running, jogging, doing crazy things. It's definitely, you will be able to feel it a little bit. I don't say they are falling off. No, they are super stable actually. I mean, they are holding nicely in place. You can do quite crazy things and they stay in place, but you will still feel them. And the good thing is it's super easy to put them on. I mean, no crazy things to do, just coming from behind and putting over your ears. And yeah, they are already stable. With a lot of these in-ear things, you will have to do crazy things, turn them around for half an hour to find the perfect place. Not with these things, of course. It's not in-ear, just in front of your ears, and so there's just one position. They are where they are, and for me it fit perfectly. So they were really in front of my ears and left the ear open. And I think the black is really a good choice. I don't know if you have even the choice of white, but I think the black looks a little bit nicer. If there were only these speakers, it would be really nice with these things. Yeah, they look a little bit bulky. I'm not saying they look silly. I've been asking different people what they think about. They looked at me and said, yeah, it's hard to say, a little bit mixed. I mean, they are not the most beautiful, it's not the most beautiful headset, it's not the most ugly headset. I mean, at least from the front, it looked really, really nice. From the side and from the back, it was a little bit difficult to say for me. I had to rely on other people, and they said, yeah, it's okay, yeah, nothing weird, nothing special. Also with the buttons, it was a little bit mixed experience. Actually, it has just the buttons on one side. Here we have I can't remember which one is which one, but you have basically just two buttons. One is for volume up, volume down, and like forward to next item or next music, or back to the last music track. So I think, as far as I can remember, the volume up and down is just one press each, and the track forward or track back is double click. This worked really good. I mean, I really like that. Works absolutely perfect. Both volume change and track forward or back, both worked really good, no problem with that. And what I especially liked was that it didn't confirm with a silly beep or ultra high volume sound or whatsoever. There are a lot of headsets which confirm any change, anything what you do with a really loud annoying beep. It almost hurts your ears, and this does nothing. It's just you just hear the volume change or next or last track or whatsoever, and nothing annoying. And this is a really positive thing, because I have definitely seen other things, and I'm definitely not a big fan of these announcement and beeps and whatsoever. This is a really annoying behavior of a lot of manufacturers with these ultra high volume beep, which almost hurts your ears, and this does nothing. So that's really good. So now let's come to one more thing. Of course, it has another button here on the side. That's the like stop and start play or make a call or whatsoever. I think I even clicked on that. I have to check. Yeah, I think that was just false alarm, was nothing. But you have to be careful. It is really difficult to find out how much you have to push on this button. They say something like click. No matter how much I pressed, there was no click, but sometimes even it reacted on like something like just a little bit of a touch. So it was for me really hard to find out when it worked and when not. So usually it was easy to stop track playing, but it was a little bit more difficult to get a track started playing again. So this button is not the easiest, but I guess you are not you won't have to use it every couple of minutes, or maybe you can get used to that. I think it's around the area where you see this light here, just to give you some help. Once I had the impression that it's just touch, it works with a touch, but after that next time it didn't work, so I had to push a little bit hard. So it's difficult. So these buttons here work much nicer. So let's go to the sound quality, which is probably the most important thing if you're going to buy this. If you're listening just with standard settings, the bass volume will be rather low. I'm not saying it's impossible to listen for a longer time, but it will be a little bit of a change. So it's quite a lack of bass sound. And yeah, at the beginning I had a little bit of problems. I mean, you still can listen, you will recognize all the normal music. It's actually already quite impressive that you can hear it so good even without having these things directly on your ears. But I've tried a little bit around and I have found a really good solution, and that's this bass booster. I've never used something like that on my phone. I just had the idea, yeah, there is some bass lacking. I went to the Play Store, downloaded this bass booster, and went to 100%, and I made this shape, this pattern here, and it worked absolutely awesome. I mean, with these settings like this, I could be listening for hours, no problem. Yeah, after a couple of minutes, I wouldn't even notice a difference. I mean, of course, it's not this ultra heavy bass sound, but it's a decent bass sound, really decent music to enjoy, no problem. And the really good thing, you still will be able to hear all the environment sounds, like people calling you, or from traffic, or those things. The only thing, on the other hand, of course, because it's not in ear, it's on top of your head or skin, and the speakers are a little bit large, of course, so you can listen to that. And the claim was, so you can still listen, let's say in your office, and it won't bother other people. Yeah, I cannot really confirm that. I was playing that in a like quiet room, and I asked people around if they can hear it, and they confirmed, yeah, it's easy to hear that. I mean, of course, if you have sometimes these really huge headsets, they are much louder, but still I doubt that it's a perfect solution for the office, but it could definitely be a really good, unique thing for jogging, cycling, a lot of activities where you're outside and a little bit at risk, regarding traffic and those things. So I would say, as a bottom line, it's a really nice compromise between everything. If you are worried about safety in traffic, I mean, it is an absolute nice and unique thing. I mean, and you get it for only $25. I mean, there's nothing to complain about that. If you are like a big runner, cycler, whatsoever, I mean, this could definitely be the thing for you if you are worried about getting overrun in traffic. And if you need this ultra deep bass sound and you're not worried about traffic, yeah, it's probably not the one for you. So I think that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.